Welcome, everyone, to Tempe, Arizona and Mountain America Stadium, home to the Arizona State Sun Devils, where Sparky and his gang have been sharpening those pitchforks in anticipation of this one. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see the number 4 team in the country, the NC State Wolfpack, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Arizona State Sun Devils. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. NC State will kick off, and that'll get things underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The offense set for a first down play. He wants to throw. Finds his man down the middle. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. Let's see what they've got on second down. This time they'll go to the running game. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride, and they want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Looking to move it through the air. They'll run the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back.
One of the things I love about this offense is they're very versatile in their passing attack. They throw to receivers and tight ends, and the screen game is big as well. This guy is a weapon, and you're seeing that here early.
Give to the single back. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. SEC versus the Big Ten. They compete at everything. They try to outspend each other, and they certainly want to beat each other on the field.
So many national championships, so many Heisman Trophy winners shared between these two conferences, David. Everybody gets excited when the Big Ten takes on the SEC.
And these games matter so much. The fans get so amped up, so juiced up, to the point where we hear in the stands, what? SEC, SEC. They wouldn't say that if conference pride wasn't a real thing.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. He lets one fly deep. And they wanted it all on... Now, dealing with 4th down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
And it looks as if there will be no return here as the punt goes out of bounds. offense lining up for a first down play. Quickly complete. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
And a big key on that throw to the slot receiver, guys, is putting the ball out in front. The location of the throw is what helped that guy get extra yards after the catch.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
You got to feel good for this kid, too. He worked so hard this past offseason to put himself in position to be the starting running back, and he's got a lot of skill, guys. He's got speed, open field running ability. I think he's going to be a big part of the offense this season.
With the catch, it's Jackson. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. They might have the defense's head spinning a little bit now. Hit him with a big run, now they hit him with a big pass.
Man, it's so hard to defend both. You know that. Which coverage do I want to put? Do I put more people in the box to stop the run? When you've got this kind of balance on offense, the defense can't be right.
Looking to go up top on first down. Buys a little time with his feet. He'll pull it down and run. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking.
He's loose on the right. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Wolfpack. They're on the board first here in the season opener.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Arizona State has the ball back and the offense making its way onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. And don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Trying to convert this second and short. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. It's caught. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
You know, oftentimes these slot receivers, they're not the biggest guys in the world, but they're really good at finding the open spaces in the middle of the field. And you saw that guy attack the defense in the perfect spot, making life easy for his QB.
Quarterback checking the play. Use the play fake, now to throw. Complete downfield. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
And a really good job by the quarterback being very decisive. He saw his matchup, he went for it, he attacked it, got the positive gain. I would say he's going to find that guy a few more times today.
He'll come out throwing on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Plows ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Going for it all. To the end zone, and it's picked off. Got some room to run. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Well, this quarterback was having success throwing on the opening drive of the game, in large part because it's a lot harder to throw on third down when the defense is expecting it, like you saw right there. They were ready, had a really good coverage call to get the INT.
At the 35, he's got room. Hits the accelerator to the right. He's at the 10. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, North Carolina State! There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible because he'll make it happen.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period.
That's the end of the first quarter. NC State 14, Arizona State 0.
First down to start the drive after the break. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Rolls it in. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
It's really hard when you get in those predictable situations. Defenses are sitting on the sticks. Receivers have to understand where that first down marker is. Heads-up play, nose for the first down marker. Get in there and get it.
He stopped after getting a yard out to the 30.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. He's got his man. Turns it on in midfield. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
To the air on first down. Lets it fly deep downfield. And good coverage and better hands on that shot to the end zone.
This defense is heating up. They got an interception in the last possession. You could tell breaking on the football really, really well, seeing where the quarterback's throwing it, going to try to get it. Got another hand on it, almost had another interception.
The give to the back. Pick up a 5. They'll need 5 more on third down.
I know the passing game sells and the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
Here comes 3rd and short from the 27. This defense trying to make them settle for a field goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the tight end. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. And the Sun Devils moving quickly to the line. With the run on 1st and goal. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. After getting knocked back, it's 2nd and goal from the 4. He's looking to throw. He caught it into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona State! Big-time touchdown there to get some much-needed momentum.
You got to find something, right? Who are you going to go to make that big play to get you back into it? You're not back in it yet. It's not tied. You're not there yet, but you're starting to inch back into it and get some momentum going.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. After that last explosive running play, David, why not just try it again, right?
I mean, why not? Such a big, long, explosive run. You think Jesse, maybe give it to him again, or would you say, hey, QB, throw that thing out there?
I think you keep it on the ground, David. Honestly, I was watching the offensive line. They were fired up after that long touchdown run. You know they just want to go back out there again and get some points.
Line getting set on 2nd down. The give from the gun. Shakes off the tackler. That gives him 100 yards on the ground, and with that run, he eclipses the 100-yard mark in this season opener.
I love teams that make it a priority to run the football, and they have today. Another good run by this running back. He's been doing it all night, over 100 yards on the day. Really, really good night for this young man.
Off play action on 1st down. Skips away from pressure. Hit as he throws. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Man, if I'm the offensive line, I got to do a better job initially protecting my quarterback. And then once he scrambles out of that pocket, he starts to go to the left, I got to stick with the play because then he gets whacked at the end of the play. And instead of helping my quarterback up, I got to make sure I protect him a lot better moving forward.
Now staring at a 3rd and short from the 40. They'll try to power their way ahead. He'll have enough for the 1st down, and they stop him at the 45. It's the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can tack a little something extra on their lead before the break. North Carolina State defining efficiency on this drive. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Quick strike complete. They get him down after he makes the catch.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
At the 40, there he goes. The expressway is wide open. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6.
That's got to make you feel good offensively. The first game of the year, and early you're able to break off a long run. We know for them, they take pride in their ability running the football, and they're getting that established early this season.
Now the chance to pay off that big play from just outside the 5. A 1st down run on the doorstep. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Picked up 6 on that last one, now 2nd and inches. They'll try to run it in. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
2 very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Boise State took its show on the road, and they'll be packing a big old W in their bags. That trip back to southwestern Idaho. Never underestimate the importance of a road win and how it can impact a team's trajectory. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
Yeah, and I like the shot, the aggressive play down the field. And we like throwing those jump balls up to my receiver because usually the receiver makes the play and makes the defender look bad. Nice job by the defender getting a hand on it, tipping that ball away from the wide receiver.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
Now the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. And the ball is picked off. Would have loved to have gotten a big return out of that one, but they'll take it first down at the 40.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
NC State sending the offense back onto the field. This has been an impressive first half, and Jesse, they'd love nothing better. He's loose down the middle. Touchdown, NC State. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
And I bet this coaching staff is jacked up to get this offense firing so fast early in the season, on point. A lot of times it takes time to build the rhythm. It takes time to get it rolling. This offense starting the season off with a bang.
He'll bring it back looking for help. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. All wideouts, no backs. He's going to pass. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. Touchdown, Wolf.